So, do I have an interesting stat for you, senor? Very interesting stat, this. 75% of small businesses in South Africa rely on social media as their primary marketing channel, but only 17% see consistent sales from it.
75% use social media marketing or sales channel,
As their primary marketing channel.
which they think is silly.
Yes,
That's the fundamental problem.
100%.
So 75% of small businesses, their primary source of marketing is social media, and only
17%.
and only 17% derive any form of sales.
Yeah.
But shows sales and marketing are two different things.
Very much so. And I saw this interesting comment which actually said that social media has created an abundance of marketers and zero salespeople. Ha. I was like, oh, Barry's gonna love this. This is right up his alley. Which is
So it's very simple. If you can get off your ass, knock on some doors,
yeah.
pick up the phone, you can make money.
No, true story.
Because everyone else is waiting for them to come on social media. If I just do an ad, they're going to come. I'm going to be a multi-millionaire. Cuck, you're going to stay broke.
The funny thing is,
But
a lot of these small businesses also spend so I think the average was about 60,000 rand a year on ads.
$5,000 a month.
$5,000 a month on ads. And they see nothing from it. They see no return on investment. There's just money going out, money going out, money going out. And that's something I've seen as well in the past, but merely because people don't understand what they actually meant to be doing. So, for example, something as simple as targeting.
Yeah.
Who's your target audience? Most small business owners have no clue who their target audience is.
But I mean, I watch people on social media, businesses on social media, and that's often the discussion we're having. Who are they targeting? Because one, they have 10 different offers.
Yeah.
They're not clear on who they're targeting. There's definitely no clarity. How do you know that? Because their message is so jumbled.
Yeah.
You know, on one moment they're targeting entrepreneurs, and the other moment they're targeting managers, and the other moment and you're like, your messaging is confusing.
Very much.
Your customers are going to be confused. You're confused, and then your results are going to be confused.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's what we see, right? Like you speak about people basically spraying and praying, right? So I'm going to run 10 ads, and out of these 10 ads, something is going to land. And that's not really a clear strategy on how to drive anything. I would say, if you're going to go do sales calls, I'm going to do 100 sales calls. Okay, where? What's the purpose?
I'd rather go do 100 sales calls and learn how to do a sales call than go on social media and hope that if you just throw out a whole lot of ads, someone's coming.
Yeah, no, that's sometimes was.
At least if I go do 100 calls and I knock on a door, I'll be able to find who actually is interested in talking to me and who's not. And that'll give me an idea. In social media, the metrics that you have to measure and the understanding that you have to have. And it comes back to, I mean, how long have you heard me teach this? If you're a small to medium-sized business, in fact, not even if you're a small to medium-sized business, if you have 50 sales reps,
Yeah.
if you have 50 sales reps in your business, or it's just you, if you go out, the quickest way to grow your business is go out, knock on some doors, and meet new clients.
Yeah.
That's the quickest way. If you have if it's just you and you go out every week and knock on 10 doors, in 10 weeks you've knocked on 100 doors, you will grow your business.
It's going to cost you this.
Well, it costs you time and effort.
Petrol.
A little bit of petrol.
Yeah.
But you're in control of it. You're in control of who you go to. You're in control of, hi, Sully, you're in control of the objections that you get. You're in control of whether you can get in the door or not. On social media, how much control do you have?
Zero.
Absolutely not.
You can't control it.
No control.
No.
So now extrapolate that to a 50 salesperson business.
Yeah.
Well, if each salesperson goes out and makes 10 new calls a week, that's 500 a week. So you tell me you're not going to grow your business?
Break your business.
Nonsense, man.
Smash it.
But the reality is that's hard work. That's hard to do for the average person.
Yeah.
And for me, What did you say? Social media is made?
Social media has made more marketers and less salespeople.
Yeah, and social media has made people lazy.
Oh yeah, incredibly so.
Lazy. I can sit all day, design a whole lot of ads, and my ad is amazing, and the message is cool, and everyone's going to come flocking. Cuck, man, because 79% of all the other small businesses are doing the same thing.
Yeah. And I mean, it's like
That has just amped me up even more about being able to sell.
Oh,
Because that just tells me there's even more opportunity as a salesman to sell, because
your competition is way
79% of all our competition is sitting around waiting on social media.
Yeah.
That is the best friggin' news you've given me
I mean, this, I would say today.
this year.
This year? Come on, man.
Tell me you've been a bearer of bad news all year.
Who says that? Who says that to somebody that they claim to care about? I don't know. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Uncovering Greatness podcast. As always, I am your host, Sully, and today I am joined by your favorite experiential trainer on the continent. And for some of you, because you keep coming back into our rooms, your favorite asshole, Mr. Barry Mitchell.
I said that to someone the other day at one of my events. I said, I'm an asshole. They looked at me. I said, I know you're thinking that.
Just be honest, man. Just tell the truth. And we can all go on with our lives.
Oh, it's so funny.
So today, I mean, as you guys have picked up from our intro, we're talking social media, marketing. And I don't actually want to go into the whole, because I've realized marketing is a massive umbrella, right? People talk about marketing and they get stuck on specific things. But marketing as a whole, there's email marketing, there's social media marketing, there's flyer marketing, there's so many different forms of marketing. We're going to focus on social media marketing because we've been having I would say our past 2-3 months have been quite interesting on the Uncovering Greatness Facebook and Instagram page. You know, and like one of the things I was actually talking to you about was our lead campaign that we run. And we ask, we'll ask questions like, can you attend a free event? Yes. Can you attend? And a lot of people will answer the whole form and it's basically no's.
Yeah.
So they can't attend a free event. They don't want to come to a free event in Edenville. Everything is no. And then they submit the form.
Yeah.
Without realizing that cost us money.
Yeah, wait.
No thought. No care.
What are you surprised?
No, I'm annoyed. I'm annoyed because
Okay, guys.
I have to know
This
what
is
to do.
Sully's chance to vent the shit that pisses him off when it comes to social media.
Yes, you get your chance every single episode to vent about sales and our salespeople suck.
I've never seen that.
Or not on this
I've
podcast.
said real salespeople don't suck. They make money.
They do.
Wannabe salespeople suck.
Majority of them do.
So I'm intrigued this whole marketing conversation. So maybe the first step
Yeah.
is the difference between sales and marketing,
Yeah.
because I feel there's lots of confusion at times, or confusion. So in my world, the distinction's very simple.
Okay.
Marketing is the ability to find customers. Sales is the ability to close deals. The simplest form of marketing is direct marketing, which is what we call B2B, belly to belly. Hello, Sully, my name is Barry. Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
In that moment, I am transitioning from marketing to going into sales.
Okay.
So B2B and pick up the phone.
Yeah.
Okay. And then there are countless other types of marketing, advertising, billboards, social media, events, multitude. And the core, what's the core function of marketing? To do two things. One, find potential customers.
Yeah.
And two, build a brand.
Yeah.
That's it.
I'd agree.
It doesn't make money.
No.
See, now we're going to be
Well, we don't because of the market.
but it doesn't make money.
No.
Because what makes money is once you find the customers, the ability to take them through a sales process and close them into buying.
Yeah.
Marketing doesn't do that. Selling does that.
No, marketing spends money.
Waste money.
Well, bad marketers waste money.
Oh, hundreds, man. The
Bad
money I've poured down a friggin' hole in I don't know how many years of business. With
What would you say? What would you like that number? Just on, if you could have
my number,
Yeah.
it's not as high.
depends.
My number's not anywhere close as high as people, because remember, in the first 10 years of this business, I built it on sales.
Yeah, knocking on doors.
I not, when I came back from the States and started working with Blair Singer, the very first thing I did is I made a list of people, picked up the phone and phoned them, and I said, I'm bringing this guy out in 3 months' time. Do you want to come on a sales training course? I sold, because that's how I knew how to do it. You know, because my experience in the corporate world is that I'd had marketers come in and promise me that they could change the world. And I ended up pouring money in a friggin' hole and not getting the results.
Yeah.
And then over the years, what I've seen is a lot of times is, no, we're there. But if you put some more money into it, and I'm like, if I put another 30 grand into this marketing plan, well, I would much rather actually just go and knock on 100 doors, close 10 deals, and I'll make 300 grand. You're wasting my time. You know, so I think, and a lot of it is because I didn't understand enough about what I was doing, which meant I was working with people who
Experts,
but so I didn't understand. So you get lost in this, I hope it's going to work, instead of actually take control of what you can take control of. I mean, that's when you first joined me, I wouldn't let you spend any money, would I?
No. Spend zero for.
And I wouldn't let you create any campaigns either.
Nope.
Because the first thing I said is you have to understand who.
You.
Yeah. And you spent 6 months understanding who I was, what my message was, what my mission was, how I thought, how I teach.
Yeah.
And once you did that, then you could start articulating what I did.
No, 100%. 100%. And I think that for me, that was like probably one of the most vital things in sort of my career, because it changed how I viewed social media, right? It wasn't just this whole thing of spray and pray doesn't work. If somebody's not going to take the time to invest in understanding your business, I would say don't hire them to do your social media.
And while I was waiting for you to understand my business, I was broke, yes?
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Mad broke.
Mad.
No money in the bank. Things were tough because you were waiting for marketing.
100%.
Because I was going to save the business.
Cuck. No, but that's not the truth, is it?
No.
As I said to you, Sully, I am out, I'm going to sell,
Yeah.
I'm going to generate income.
Yeah.
While you're learning this, because you will enhance over time what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
I wasn't relying on you to make me money. So, and as you understood our market and understood our message and understood our community and understood our target market, more and more of the right people, so marketing has complemented our ability to sell.
Yeah.
And then our results have started shifting.
Yeah.
But we still, anyone that comes into our space from marketing, we still have to close through sales.
Oh yeah, 100%. If we don't, and I mean, I think that that's something that we know for a fact, and I say it's a fact. We can generate a whole bunch of leads if none of those leads are called. They're not emailed, not sent to WhatsApp. Somebody picks up the phone and calls them. They will not come to an event.
Yeah.
It's just that simple.
But why would you?
Yeah.
And isn't this the problem in marketing is someone will acknowledge something thing, and then they'll get an automatic generate email. Thank you so much. Da 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 da. Please send it. And then if you do respond, you get another automated email or an automated WhatsApp, and you don't friggin' speak to people.
Never. At no point in time do you speak to a human being.
I don't know. Some people might want to buy like that, but what the stats are telling me is that there is 62% of 62% of all the people that are relying on marketing to make money for them in their business that ain't working.
Yeah.
Would that be fair? Or 63? What's it?
No.
16%.
18% report consistent sales from the F1
So
social
61 out of 79%.
Yeah.
61% of them are sitting around scratching their backside waiting waiting for stuff to come in and it's not coming in.
I mean, that's basically 8 out of 10 businesses that are using social media.
Wow.
And 2 of them actually generate sales.
Well, we don't actually know that
What do you mean?
because it doesn't say whether the other 2 are broke or not.
No, they generate sales.
The other 2 might not be doing anything. But anyway, we'll assume
They-
that those other 2 are out selling, making some money.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's an assumption. It's dangerous. But
You know, and I think that's also the crazy thing for me, especially in South Africa and Africa as a whole, right? So like a lot of like business owners and whatever, they'll go and they'll do these courses but they don't understand that these are courses tailored to the American market or tailored to the European market or even most times tailored to the Asian market.
Yeah.
We're talking about, I mean, America's how many people? 300 billion people?
356 or 360 million people, something like that.
South Africa is 60 million people.
Yeah.
60 million. That's how many we have. That's how many people you have to market to. But now when you doing that as a business owner, so let's just say us, for example, and I think I said this to you the other day as well. I feel since COVID, the personal development space is less saturated. Before COVID, there was so many, everybody was a motivational speaker, trainer, this, that, and the other. I feel now it's less, which means that I'm spending less in terms of what I would have been spending 5 years ago in terms of running ads or personal development. Why? Because there isn't as many people.
Is there less or are people looking for more real? Or real people?
We're looking for more real people, actually.
So,
Less rah-rah.
you know, yeah, I mean, I think that's also part of marketing is stuff changes.
Mm.
You know, stuff changes, people change. And when you don't know your target market, and you're not clear,
Yeah.
then you can get misled. I think that's one thing about us, and specifically me. I've been very clear for a long time who my target market is and who I work with and who's best going to work with me and who's going to get the best results out of what we do.
Oh, yeah.
So when things shift, we have some clarity.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I think when you get the mix right, when you get a good marketing message and you're bringing in good leads and you have the ability to sell, pick up the phone, connect in person, take people through a process, that's when you'll dramatically increase your business.
Yeah.
As a starting point, the best place to start in business, in my opinion, is not with marketing, it's with selling. Because if you can sell and you can go knock on doors and you can go meet people, you can make money and then you can decide how much money you're going to put into marketing. Where what I'm seeing with many small to medium-sized businesses is they take their money, they think if they market, they're going to make frigging gazillions. The results don't come, they waste all their money, they're not selling, they can't sell, they go bust.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I think that's the thing. Like most business owners don't even know what they're tracking when they're running these ads. Right? They're not, because I think that they look at the vanity metrics being views, likes, and comments.
Yep.
That doesn't sell, that doesn't make money. That doesn't pay any bills. It drives nothing. So, I mean, so for example, like something that we started to do is cost per lead. How much does it cost us every week to generate a lead?
Yeah.
Right. So now, last quarter, we averaged 54 Rand per lead. Now we can be sitting at about 60 Rand a lead. And I mean, this is based on conversations we've then had, right? So what does that 60 Rand per lead mean? So that person comes in their lead. Michaela picks up the phone, calls them, invites them to Ignite Your Sales. They come to a sales explosion. We're going with the process works.
Yep. So they come to the free Ignite Your Sales event.
Free Ignite Your Sales event. They come to sales explosion. So that one lead, which costs 60 Rand for us to get, actually returns a sale of 3,500 Rand.
Yes.
Most business owners don't know that.
Okay, so now you take that down and you go, okay, yes, but of let's say the 100 leads you bring in, it's going to cost us 6 grand to bring in those 100 leads.
Yeah.
Only a percentage you're going to convert into a sale.
Yes.
So let's say our conversion rate is 10%.
Yeah.
Of those 100, we're going to turn 10 into a sale. If our sale is 6,000 Rand per person, we're going to make 60 grand out of a 6 grand spend on leads.
Yeah.
Okay. And now we make the decision, is 10%, is a 10% marketing cost to generate leads worthwhile? That's outside of the sales cost.
Yeah.
That's outside of the cost of sales in
Cost
order
of
to
lead,
generate, order to generate that sale. And so, and that's when you in marketing, when you understand your target market, that's when you and I sit down and go, okay, so what do you need to tweak to bring the cost of leads down? What do you need to tweak to bring the leads up?
Yeah.
Because very simply, if you're going to spend on an ad, if you're going to spend $6,000, for example, in a week, okay, let's say $6,000 in a week,
Yeah.
and you're going to bring in, well, say $6,000 in a week at $60, you're going to bring in 100 leads. If your message becomes clearer, and your target market becomes clearer, well, you're still going to spend the $6,000, but now you bring in 200 leads.
Yeah.
Now our lead cost goes from 60 to 30. Our sales conversion rate may stay at 10, but now we're speaking to 200 people instead of 100. Now we close 10, we've now closed 20. Our same $6,000 cost has now generated 120K.
Yeah.
Or 120K. So, and that comes back to measuring numbers rather than just if I bomb out something, I'm going to get lucky and I'm going to make some money and gazillions of people are going to come. What does that friggin' mean?
And I mean, I think exactly what you just said there is, it's so simple. It's so simple to track and measure that.
And it just happens overnight.
Yeah.
That's the problem, is people think if I start today, tomorrow, because I have a good ad or good video or good idea, people are just going to come running.
I think it's like everything else. While you have a good ad, a good video, there are 100,000 other people.
Well, so does the other 78%, because you're now 1%.
Yeah.
The other 78% also have you. You know, but the problem is in business, you're not 1%. You're not one of 78 people. Yet there's that 78% represents a million people. You are one out of the million. You are 0.000 whatever 1%. And you,
it's pretty much like the same as winning the freaking lotto.
There's so much traffic out there.
Yeah.
You know,
tons of traffic.
So, yeah, marketing is. I think marketing is a never-ending thing, and it's. I honestly think in lots of cases it's very misunderstood.
Incredibly misunderstood.
It's misunderstood.
Yes, but especially social media marketing. I think social media marketing is way more misunderstood as well, because like you have things where people will be like, "No, you just need to post more." Okay, cool. I can post more, but what if the quality is not? Because that then affects a customer, right? So let's just say I post. So what? I was looking at it today actually. Last week alone, I did like 75 posts.
Yeah.
Just on our page. 75 posts across Facebook and Instagram. So it's a mix of video and a mix and images.
Yeah.
If you look at them, the quality is consistent. It stays the same. It's high quality content, sound, all of that is quality. If I start to drop that, right? I drop the quality of what I'm putting out and I focus more on quantity.
Yeah.
It will affect our customers. It will affect the viewer, because
100%.
People will then go, "Oh my," it's and it's more so a subconscious thing. People don't. It's not like, "Oh no, that thing sucks, so I'm not gonna work with them." No, it's a thing of, this didn't look the same as yesterday, and then it keeps happening, and all of a sudden you
have an inconsistent message.
Yeah.
So if you think about it, when you scroll through, which I know none of you do, it's just me and Sully. When you're scrolling through YouTube or you're scrolling through Facebook, which is the stuff that consistently gets you? Outside of the logarithms and all that sort of stuff, which is the stuff that gets you? The stuff that adds value to where you're at.
Yeah.
The stuff that adds value.
Yeah.
And the very first thing that you see is the thumbnail, and it's like, oh, that's interesting. For me, as soon as I realize that thumbnail is just clickbait, it comes at the bottom and it says, "Did you get value out of this?"
No.
Immediately I say, "No, I want to see no more of this."
Yeah.
Because in my world, that's just bullshit.
You lied.
So you lied. You're trying to catch me. I'm not interested in that.
Agreed.
We don't do any clickbait.
No.
What you see on the thumbnail is what you see on the thumbnail. What you read in the thing is what it's going to be, and that's
You go
why.
into a video
Because that's the audience that we're going after.
Yeah.
And I mean, You know, we had 85,000 views on Facebook,
YouTube.
on YouTube last month.
Last month.
And so for me, it's like, yeah, I mean, in some people's worlds, 85,000 is nothing. In our world, we've consistently built that up over time, and it's consistently growing bit by bit. But I believe the reason we've consistently built it is because you've built consistent content.
Yeah.
It took us 6 months. I mean, when like I said, when you joined, I was very clear on my message.
Very clear.
You had to learn my message.
Yep.
And then your job was to learn to take my message and put it into social media. And then we spent 2 years at least tweaking, changing this, changing that, testing this, testing that, finding what worked, finding what didn't work. And now we found consistency in some of the stuff that we do.
I mean, what, the first 3 years, I was still sending copy and stuff to you for approval.
Yes.
How do I mean, this is 3 years that I've been with you. It's not, I had the expertise to do it, but it wasn't about what I was good at doing in the sense of social media. It was what I was doing in the sense of context. Am I holding the context of Uncovered Greatness, or am I creating my own?
And most people get lost in content.
Yeah.
Not context.
Yeah.
And when you first joined me, I'm pretty sure that this idea of context was like foreign to you. It's
I
like,
had no idea.
let me just create content.
Yeah, I was like, let me do what social media is meant to be.
Content.
Content.
But you got to understand the context within which that content goes.
Yeah.
So I was very clear on my context.
Very clear.
We're real.
Yeah.
I'm not interested in this. Look at me. I can give you my 7 greatest next tips that'll make you a millionaire next week, and go download and buy my program that normally is 50 grand, but for you today can be $400. But anyway, I'm giving you this amazing offer. I'm not, I do that. No problem. That's how you market.
Yeah.
But that's not me. And I was very clear right in the beginning. I don't play that game. I want an honest message. I want to deliver my perspective to the world, teach what I've learned to teach. Whether people agree with me or disagree, wonderful. I love the fact that people disagree, and because that brings up dialogue, and that's what I wanted.
Yeah.
You know,
100%.
So and that's the message you get. You know, I mean, a couple of weeks ago, a lady commented on one of our posts that I went a few times.
Oh yeah.
Well, the reality was I went because I was in the middle of teaching someone live, and they asked me a question, and when I slow down and think, I'm like, that's interesting. Well, and I was thinking, and it was great. I love the fact that she came back out of context. Never mind. But the reality is that's feedback, because I'm not. If you coming on here because you want a highly polished, unbelievable video that has been edited 73 times, that's not what you're going to get, because that's not why I shoot it. Have we worked on our content and our filming? Of course. But the reality is it's the message.
Yeah.
It's what we teach and how we teach. It's the context of our message. You know, so.
And I mean, even that was an interesting one for me, because I was like, okay, but did you get value out of the video though?
Yeah, did you even listen to the video?
See, your focus was on the ums and ahs, and I would actually take that, because that's somebody who is, like you say, that's somebody who's thinking. They're putting thought into their answer. They're not just going to answer for the sake of answering.
Yeah.
And that's the great thing, right? I mean, every event we have the camera on. Camera's always recording. We're always filming content. But at no point in time are you ever you're never teaching for the camera. You know what I mean? If you get what I'm saying. Whereas like most people want it to be perfect, right? So it's because it's for the camera and it's gonna go out.
So if I want it to be perfect, you'll be shooting for the rest of your life.
Oh yeah, flipping hell.
I just want it to be real.
Let's get it done, man.
You know,
let's get it done.
That's why sometimes I got to say to you, what did I actually say there?
Yeah,
because it comes from, I believe it comes from me. It's me. I'm talking there, and you film it, and you.
And I think that's also the best part, because like if somebody was to meet you on the street, the videos that you see and the person that you see in real life are exactly the same thing.
But that was the context we always wanted to create.
Always.
Yes.
Yeah. Always.
So in marketing, and marketing and sales, context is more important than content.
Yeah,
You know,
agreed.
how do you what? So yeah, it's
I mean, we see it with big brands, right? When they go away from their context, what happens, right? So if you, like, I'll just an example from last year. I think it was Jaguar.
oh well. I mean, have you seen the now
Right.
the Eagle jeans?
Eagle Jiggle.
Yeah, what do they call themselves?
Levi's.
No, man, chum, you're the marketing dude. Have you been sleeping?
Yes.
I'll tell you, they. I'll tell you now, man. So, Sydney Sweeney had
Okay.
this young lady here, Sydney Sweeney. She has this American Eagle. It's American Eagle, and their line is Sydney Sweeney has great genes.
Yeah. Well played.
Okay,
Well played.
the friggin' far left are beating the crap, saying it's racist, it's this, she's. How can you comment on her genes being a young white lady?
What?
Yeah. And guess what? American Eagle came back and said it's about the genes. The genes. We're wearing jeans.
Yeah.
But the reality is the people that on the left that are all pissed off to make this woke complaint about it, the share price of American Eagle's gone through the friggin' roof.
Of course.
Well, not everyone. Their client base is absolutely loving it.
Catering towards it.
And because what it shows is that your core target market will support you with the right message.
Yeah. If you don't go off message or off brand or lose your context.
So Jaguar has never been known as a woke brand.
No.
Jaguar, in all my existence, has always been a conservative,
British.
a conservative, largely male, but largely conservative male. And when you go back in time, that was their, not a over flashy guy, but a guy that likes quality.
Yeah.
The thing,
It's like a James Bond type of
100%.
Yeah.
That's,
and they've been.
and then they went woke. It's like when Budweiser went,
But light.
when Bud Light went with what's his name, Mulvaney. It was like so off target market.
Yeah.
And when you lose your target market, you're gonna absolutely destroy your brand.
When you do things on social media to try and fit it, to try and appeal to everybody, things like that happen.
Or to appeal to the target market that's not yours.
That's not exactly. You want to go fishing in another pond where your pond is fine. Your pond is operating at a great functionality, but you want to go somewhere else. Yeah.
I mean, I'll do what I teach help in large corporates? Yes. My target market is not large corporates. I'm not changing my message to go after large corporate businesses, because that's generally, we don't play in large corporate businesses. Our focus is entrepreneurial businesses and entrepreneurs. It's also largely not startups.
Yeah.
You know, our message is not for startups.
No.
Our message generally in the entrepreneurial space is for business owners that have been in business for longer than 3 years, who have started feeling pain or have felt pain, who understand the pain of running a business, who are not in the euphoria of, I have a great idea, I've just started a business, I'm going to be a multi-gazillionaire next month because I am the sharpest cat in the box. When they come into my rooms and I tell them business is hard, their humility, they're still a little bit stuck in the euphoria of, I'm going to be the next Elon Musk in 3 weeks' time, that I don't connect with them. So that's not my target market.
Yeah.
So when people say to us, do you work with startups? I'm like, generally no. But if you're a startup, it doesn't mean you won't get value, but you need to be a certain type of startup to get value out of my rooms.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
The best value we give to people are the guys that are guys, and when I say guys in the generic sense of people, the people who've been building a business and have felt pain. They felt the pain. They failed a few times. They realized that the banks aren't always there to support them, or never there to support them. They've realized that hiring people is the hardest thing you're gonna friggin' do to build a team, because everyone doesn't do what you expect them to do.
Yeah.
And that they're sitting in that space. That's the place we work best with. Why? Because that's who we are. So we're very clear on that message.
Yeah.
So we're not. I'm not going to change who I am so that I can, I don't know, fit in somewhere that I probably won't. I don't fit in the big corporate world.
No.
So why would I want to change my message to fit in there?
Yeah.
To make money?
There's money everywhere. There's money to be made everywhere.
Better reasons in life than that, man.
Yeah, and I think that's also the thing, you know, like what was I looking? I can't remember what I was looking at. But it was around business and entrepreneurship, and I was doing it on TikTok. And I was seeing, you know, when you're seeing small business owners doing TikTok dance challenges. And I'm like, I don't understand what this has to do with your business. It's like me saying to you, this is dance that's trending right now on TikTok. Will be great for views. We'll get people in.
I'll bring out my other cup. The one that says,
nice.
That's nice. Followed by my middle finger.
But that's the thing. It goes down to, for me, that comes down to context, right? Because
Hello.
it has nothing to do.
I don't do it for views.
Yeah.
I'm not doing this for views.
Nah.
I'm doing this. The reason we run a podcast is because there's a certain group of people who get value out of what we teach. Sure. And we do it for them.
Yeah.
And hopefully that will grow the more people get value.
Yeah.
But the reality is if you don't like what I teach, and you don't like how we do things, and you don't like who we are because we're consistently who we are, then you're not going to fit into our world, and I'm not going to fit into your world. Then you're not the type of customer I'm looking for, and that's okay. I'm okay with that.
I'm not trying to fight you.
No, you know. So, and that's cool. So, no, you know, no problem. It's our message is really clear. You know, I'm also, you know, one of our messages I'm clear on. I'm looking for people who want to invest in themselves.
Yeah. It's a big one.
Who want to grow. I'm not looking for people who want everything for free. I'm not looking for people who think building a business is a handout. I'm not looking for that. I'm looking for people who want to invest in themselves and grow at whatever level that means. But, you know, when people say to me, you know, if you had a free event in Pretoria, then I would come. I'd go, my free event's not in Pretoria, it's in Edenvale. And if you want to grow your business and you really get value out of what we do, get in your car and drive to Edenvale.
Same as people who say, you should do this online.
We don't do it on. I don't.
But we don't. It's not the context of what we do.
It's not my favorite form of teaching. It's not where I add the best value to my clients. No problem. You know, so, you know, that's the process.
Yeah.
So it's, I mean, I got value out of Blair Singer when I first started. How did I get value? That was 25 years ago, Sully. I didn't watch him on YouTube. YouTube wasn't even...
No, it didn't exist there. 25 years ago. Yeah.
I didn't watch him on YouTube. I didn't watch him on Facebook. I read his book. And I read his book and I implemented his book. And the mere fact that I implemented his book and taught it into my sales teams. Nicole came and said, why didn't you get hold of the guy Sales Docs? I did. I found their number. I went online. I searched their number. I phoned him. Pick up the phone, chatted. And that's how I ended up in the States on a course. Why? I didn't phone him and say, hey, dude, when are you bringing it to Joburg? I'll come when you come to Joburg. He would have laughed. He would have said, you're friggin', I'm not coming to Joburg.
We did.
You know?
Yeah.
So I got on a plane. I paid for the ticket. I paid for the thing, and I went there because I wanted to learn from him. Does that make sense?
No, 100%.
And that's largely the client base that we work with, that we look for.
Yeah.
I'm not expecting you to buy an air ticket and fly across the world and spend $6,000 like I did for my first course with him. But to come to a free 1.5 sales training
event, you live in Pretoria.
If you live in Pretoria or you live in Witbank, or to see what it tells me is that you're prepared to sacrifice something to come and learn. Now you're in our world, because that's how we think.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Ah, definitely.
One of my core values is skin in the game. Get some skin in the game. If you don't have skin in the game, well, what's the point of playing on the game?
Yeah.
So, and hopefully that is the message that comes across in all our marketing. I mean, that's the message that's coming across now. I'm not pretending to be, you know.
I don't think you could pretend to be anything, to be honest. That would be interesting.
I'm too dwarf to be.
Yeah, I think you're a good actor.
Someone told me once, if you lie, you better have a good memory, chum.
Nah, that's not going to work for you.
If you lie. No, but if you think about it. And that's why authenticity is such an important thing. Because you never have to worry about who you were the last time you met someone.
Yeah, 100%.
I just watch people and watch how they're different around social people, they're different on social media.
Yeah.
And then you know them in real life and you're like, you're not the same person online.
You're a damn liar.
You are. You know, I've watched over the years in our space of people teaching and training, you know, telling them, you know, what I drive and what I where I live, and you know the back end of their business or where they're sitting at their life in the moment, and you're like, dude, you freaking about to go bankrupt, and you claiming to have all this, or you claiming to have done this. You're lying, man. I mean, I'd never go out and say that, but that just wouldn't sit well with me because I don't believe that's the journey.
Now, I shot a video once with somebody who rented a house, and they were selling a course.
Yeah.
And they rented a house. Somebody wanted. I said he rented, but I think he just borrowed it from his friend because it was actually his friend's house in Northcliff.
Yeah.
It was beautiful houses. And we shot this ad and we ran. You know, I was thinking about it and I was like, nah. And that was sort of my introduction to going, this is why I don't like personal development, because people lie. It's all a lie.
But it's not ready.
No. And then, I mean, obviously after that I met you a few years later and I was like, oh no, it's not a lie. It's just hard. He didn't want to do the hard. He didn't want to show people the hard. He wanted to show people the end.
No, but it's easy. It's much easier to do the smoke and mirror stuff.
100%.
I mean, look at these guys sitting on 4 Ferraris. You know, my joke always is, I can go sit on 4 Ferraris, but I better be able to spell. Most of them can't spell Ferrari, let alone buy a Ferrari. Yeah. But there's this, you know, I mean, you know, hang out with people and take photographs with them, and people will believe you're successful. Great. Hey, look, if that's who you
That's
are,
your game.
that's your game. Do it. Great. But even in marketing, while you're marketing, you better be marketing to those type of people.
Yes.
Because you're not going to get me type of people or you type of people. So
yeah, don't market to authentic, real people. Market to those people who want that. Understand your target audience.
And so whatever you're selling,
yeah,
understand your market. So and that for me is, I think, the key thing. And what ends up happening is when you really get good at your target market and you know who you're marketing to, when you do get leads, when the leads come in, you have a much better chance of closing them because you're now speaking to the right people.
Yeah.
And when you speak to the right people, the language is great, the language is authentic, you can be yourself, and you go from there. I mean, that's what we see. Majority of people that come into our free events now are the right people.
Yes.
And they connect with how we speak and what we do and the message we're giving. Why? Because they see it on our advertising. They see it on our marketing. And I mean, then today you did a post a while ago, and that post was where we were talking about, you know, you built your business and you got it to a certain stage and you're really excited about it. And as that piece around now, you got to build a team, and it's frustrating, and your team's not doing the stuff they should. You know, I had a meeting earlier today from a lead that came from that.
Yeah.
And the particular person that was in the meeting said, I saw that, I watched the video, and I sent it to my boss saying, watch what this guy talks about, and this is what we need because this is where we're at.
Yeah.
And when we had a meeting, she was like, that's exactly where we're at. Now, how can you help us? So I said, well, we can do it A, B, and C. But I'm talking to the right person.
Yeah.
You know, other people on that post went, oh, bullshit.
Yeah.
Oh, what you're talking about. Okay, great. Well, guess what? Thank you for your feedback. You're not my target market.
No. You're just hoping the algorithm for us, but we're not going to contact you. Thank you.
And that brings to mind the other side of marketing. This word haters. Where the friggin' heck does this word haters come up? If you come on my feed in marketing and you disagree with what I do, now I'm going to call you a hater. Cuck, you just disagree. But where does it? Interesting. I mean, where does this haters?
I mean,
because it is bullshit.
So I would say, in all honesty, I think hate is really developed from the music industry, more so from like hip hop and rap. haters, you know, guys would, but that was more like, so you're a rapper, I'm a rapper. We
Yeah.
hate on each other because I'm trying to prove that I'm better than you. That's the way that I see it. Then people took a hold of it and went, oh, it's hate, like, oh, you're just a hater. And it's like, wait, they just disagree with you. They don't hate you. They just disagree. And that's okay. Nowadays, everybody thinks they have
So,
haters.
but even if they are, because I mean,
Hater.
you know, Nicole says Alan Walters, like Alan's definition of hate is distance from. I'm like, okay, great. So, and that's exactly what I want is if you don't like who we are and you don't connect with us, distance yourself from us
Yeah.
and go find someone else who you connect with.
Yeah.
If you do like who we are and what we teach, then, well, the opposite of hate is love.
Yeah.
And love is closeness to.
Yeah.
So there's distance from and closeness to. And in marketing, what are we doing? We want to get closeness to. If you get value from what we are marketing, get closer to us, get closer to our product, closer to our service. You'll be a customer, we'll become a supplier, and we'll form a relationship.
Brilliant.
If you don't like who we are, we'll get distance from. And it's okay. You're not a bad person. You're not a hater and hard. I mean, I watched some of these guys online, and I'm going to show my haters. I don't care. I'm not. Why would I waste my effort and energy trying to prove to people? Because that's just ego, man.
It is.
That's just friggin' ego. I'm going to show how right I am. I don't care how right I am.
Work so hard that your haters become your friends. I've seen that one as well, and I was like, why would you want somebody who hates you to become your friend?
Why not just work so hard?
So
Work so hard to add value to the people who like you, to like what you do. That's my goal. As many or as few clients as we have, my goal is to add value to my client base and to the people that keep coming back into our world.
100%.
That's it.
It's like going, chasing after the haters. Oh no, but you should. That's what a lot of people also do, right? When somebody disagrees with them online. You see this, I've seen this with businesses getting into back and forths on social media with people. Yes, I would agree that I did fall down that rabbit hole once upon a time, but I was trying to get a point across, and this person was being an idiot, so I went back and forth. But then I realized, damn, if somebody else looked at this, they'll be like, it's two idiots.
Yeah, chum.
Yeah, I was the idiot as well.
When you argue with someone that you think is an idiot, be careful. You open your mouth, someone doesn't think you're the idiot.
Yeah. But I mean, we have a very simple strategy for that. When somebody comments something negative or disagrees or whatever, depending on the disagreement, we'll try. So 2 days ago, this guy it was a post for Entrepreneur Hangouts.
Yeah.
This guy just said cuck.
Yeah.
That's all he said. And I said, thank you for your comment.
I wanted to comment and say, please expand. Let me know.
Me too. I wanted to as well.
Please expand. Let me know what's cuck. But I don't want to attack it. Yeah, that's what most people do.
No, but that's what people. That's how people take it.
I don't want to take it. I want to go because there's so many perceptions in my mind about why he's saying cuck.
Yeah.
So I just want to go, thanks, expand. Why would you post the word cuck? What does it mean to you? Is my content cuck? Am I cuck? Is my hairstyle cuck?
What's cuck?
Is the friggin' dude sitting next to me cuck?
Something's got it.
I don't know.
Could be.
So,
Yeah.
but people will take offense to that. You know, and I think it's interesting because you see it all through social media.
Mm-hmm.
Is people are really getting more and more into attacking each other.
Oof. People get riled up with social.
You know, and that
I think it's worse than in traffic.
but that's it really shows emotional intelligence in the world today. It really shows emotional intelligence, and it's like, you know, I mean, I read stuff on social media and it irritates the crap out of me, and I have the desire to friggin' bomb something away, and I'm like, dude, man, grow up. Ask a question. If you actually want to engage, just ask a question and go, hey, thank you so much, Sully. If you don't mind me asking, why do you think? Or, hey, it's interesting you say that. This is how I see it.
Yeah.
Versus,
I'm going to attack you.
yeah.
I'm going to tell you your mother and you're an idiot.
And then you see the whole, and then everyone starts chipping in, and now it's just,
it's lost control.
It's just a bunch of fools, man.
Any final thoughts before we wrap up this bunch of fools talk?
Yes. Marketing finds customers, sales makes money. That's why I wrote my first book, sales is a life skill, because very clear, sales equals income, income equals life. Marketing starts at the top of your funnel, and it's about getting a clear message to connect with the people who are looking for you. Remember that. That for me is so distinct. I'm only looking for people who are looking for me. I'm only looking for people who are looking for me and what I have.
Yeah.
And that's true in whether I'm selling a product, whether I'm selling a service, whether I'm selling chickens in my chicken business, or I'm selling training in my training business. I'm looking for people who are looking for me. Because if I have a flat peri-peri chicken, marinated peri-peri chicken, and I market it online, and people come to me and say, peri-peri chicken's cock. Well, guess what? They're not my target market. I'm looking for the people that say, peri-peri chicken is great. I love peri-peri chicken. That's who I'm looking for. Why would I want to try and convince the people that say peri-peri chicken's cock that peri-peri chicken's great? Because there's enough people out there who either like peri-peri chicken or have never tasted peri-peri chicken. And if I find those people, they'll become people looking for me. And that's, for me, is the game.
Yeah.
I'm looking for people who are looking for me. And in my game, it's about being the authentic me. You know, being me.
My final thoughts, very simple. Africa does not need any more content creators. Africa needs more closers.
And business owners.
Ladies and gentlemen, this has been the Uncovering Greatness podcast. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Please do not forget to like and subscribe. I've noticed 85% of our viewership is not subscribers. Please click the subscribe button, guys. We'd appreciate it. We'd appreciate it very much so.
Do me a favor. Please put a smile on his face. He's miserable, friggin'. He's so friggin' miserable. And I mean, fortunately, I do a lot of travel, so I only have to be in the office once or twice a week with him. But I promise you, the smile on his face when he gets a subscriber is just... If you actually subscribe, I will take some photos and post them all over Freak. Look how happy he is now that he thinks he's going to get subscription. So come on, subscribe if you get value.
Please subscribe so I can get paid at the end of the month. Thank you.
Don't subscribe.